Quarter ounce. Huh? I asked, confused. Quit looking stupid and go tell her what I said, he said, stepping in, closing the door behind him. As I walked away, I heard Bart mumbling. Stacy shouldn't be letting no little-ass kid do her job, old dumb bitch. That's how she got busted the last time. I continued to walk back towards my mom's room, keeping what Bart just said to myself, because I knew if I told her, she'd be on Bart's ass like back pockets. All these fiends and these niggas around the hood knew my mama didn't play. That's why they never tried to fuck her over, because they knew she would pop a nigga in a heartbeat if they ever tried to cross her. What some people would sleep to was me and my brother were both born while my mama was locked up in a penitentiary. My aunt Shanikin, before she had passed away, used to tell us that my brother was a felonious assault baby and I was a drug possession baby. That was just a few of the cases my mama had caught during her 15-year stint she spent in and out of the joint. I stepped over the puddle of vomit and knocked on my mama's door again. Mama! What? She snapped. He said he want a quarter ounce. All right, she said, still refusing to get up off the dick long enough to handle her own business. Blue, are you listening to me? She yelled from the other side of the door. Yes, ma'am, I answered. Go look under the kitchen sink. There's a carton of Epsom salt. Open it up and give him only one ball out of there. You hear me? Only give him one, she repeated. Yes, ma'am, I replied before turning to walk away. I couldn't believe that I was getting to actually make my first drug transaction at the age of 15. I was super excited as I walked into the kitchen and did what my mother had told me to do. I followed her directions carefully because I wanted to show her that I wasn't a little girl anymore and was ready to get into the dope game for myself. I pulled out a clump of white stuff from the Epsom salt box the size of a golf ball, examined it for a few seconds before walking back into the living room and sticking my hand out. What you got your hand out for? Bart asked. Give me the money first, I said in a demanding tone. The last thing I needed was for this fiend to run off without giving me my money. I would never hear the end of it. I ain't gonna try to beat you out of no money, Bart fussed as he handed me $125. I really couldn't add all that well, but one thing my mama made sure of was me and my brother knew how to count and add money so nobody could ever beat us out of any. It wasn't like I was dumb. I just didn't take the time to learn anything in school whenever I decided to go. I had other shit to do, like hanging on the block with my older brother and his sexy-ass best friend Budz, or kicking it with my girls Nikki and Sierra. One thing for sure, and two for certain, sitting in somebody's classroom was the last thing on my mind. All right, tell your mama I might be back later on, Bart said, before turning to walk back out the door. Without responding, I closed the door behind him, put the chain on, and headed off to my room to count my money. The feeling I got from my first drug deal had me feeling on top of the world. It was easy as hell. If handing a motherfucker some crack and then giving me my money was all I had to do in this dope game, I was 100% sure I could do this shit for a living with no problem. Whoa, I just made my first $125, I thought with a smile as I recounted my money. The sound of my mama's heavy footsteps coming down the hall startled me. Blue, where's my money? She busted in my room and yelled. But mama, I just made this all by myself, I said in grimace. Girl, you better give me my shit or I'ma stick my foot down your narrow ass, she warned. My mama played about a lot of things, but her money damn sure wasn't one of them, so I couldn't do anything at this point but give her the shit. I can't believe your ass trying to keep my damn money, my mama ranted as she counted her money, stuck it in her roll pocket, and headed out the room. And bring your ass out here and clean that damn shit from in front of my bedroom door. I almost stepped in it. But I'm the one who sold Bart the stuff, I argued as I followed her. So rightfully the money belongs to me. My mama stopped dead in her tracks and turned to face me. My first thought was she was about to haul off and slap the shit out of me. But to my surprise, she pulled a wad of money out her roll pocket and peeled off a bill. Here, she said, shoving a $5 bill in my hand. I looked at the money as if it was a foreign object. $5, I frowned. This all you gonna give me? If you don't want it, give it back, she said, and headed into the kitchen. I looked around the living room and instantly got a straight attitude. Now everybody want to get their asses up, smelling like old sex and stale pizza, I said, frowning while looking at Troy and my older brother Miguel as they both sat on the couch eating a bowl of cereal like two fat-ass pigs. Troy told me mama let you serve your first hike.